Hello YouTube, this is SuperBretta01 doing a review of my Marlin 357 lever action rifle. As I said, this is a lever action rifle. As you can see, the lever here. And you just simply work the lever to operate it. Nothing in there, nothing in here. It's fully unloaded. I never keep any of my guns loaded except for my shotgun when I go to bed at night. As I said, it's a 357 round. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. That is a 357 cartridge. So this gun shoots a 357 revolver round or any sort of 357 handgun round. It also shoots the rifle round, which is the exact same thing as a pistol round, just a little heavier, a little longer. And the revolvers will still shoot that very round. It has a hammer, as you would expect from the most cowboy Wild Wild West lever action rifles. Whenever you work the lever comes back, automatically puts the hammer down. So that way, as soon as this metal piece that's going in and out that kicks the hammer down, as soon as it's back, you pull the trigger and that hammer comes down. And that firing pin. The firing pin is right there, sticking out. So that just kicks it down. I got my scope on here. It's my Simmons 9x32. I have my Pete sight mount where I can actually look through the mount part and get my sight on with my open sights. So I got it fully sighted in for up to 75 yards. It's a fairly accurate gun. Fairly good at knockdown power. It has a 12+1 capacity. To load this weapon, you just simply put this round in this little port right here, push down, push up, and that brings it up. Now if you want to really with this type of gun, you gotta work through the action every time you want to unload it. So that brings it up, kicks it up, for example. So now inside, the bullet is actually kind of like this. That brings it up. Now it's ready to go because the round is now in the barrel. So without touching the trigger, I just ejected the round out. Alright. That was the only one I put in. So to get everything and stay. Nothing in here, nothing in there. Nothing. Fully unloaded, fully safe. That's the thing about this type of rifle. The only safety is that hammer being down and no rounds in the gun. It can be fully safe with this part, with the tube being loaded, just fully loaded. That's perfectly safe because there's no rounds in the barrel. It's when you have the rounds in the tube and kick around in there, hammer down, that's still unsafe right there. Even the hammer being down, as long as the round is in that chamber, it's unsafe. It's not safe anymore. So you need to take that round out, take all the rounds out actually, and then just re-put them back in. Now, the only true safety you can rely on as a shooter is yourself. This gun will not go off if it's just sitting here. Sitting here like this, in my hands, finger away from the trigger, it will not go off. It's not going to go off. Ain't going to go bang. Ain't going to go bang. It's when you have the hammer back and you pull that trigger that goes off. It takes a trigger pull for this thing to go off. Bang. That's what it takes to go off. A trigger pull. A trigger pull is what it takes to go off. A gun, is simply a tool. It takes a human for a mistake like that to go off and accidents occur when there's mistakes. Now, what I like about these rifles that has the hammer, when you got it back, you want your target's left, and you don't want the hammer being down, and you don't want to pull the trigger and make the round go off. Simply hold the hammer down, pull the trigger, and ease the hammer down safely. That will allow it to be uncocked without the gun going off. For my rounds, I use 154 grain 357 jacketed hollow points. As you can see, the round is hollow. These are my hunting rounds. My target rounds, which I'll buy later on, will also be, I'll buy some more later on, will also be 154 grain full metal jackets, which is just a full piece of steel going over the top, full steel bullet, not no hollow point where it won't expand or anything. As I said, this gun is fairly accurate. Sentimental value was my dad's before he passed away, and I kind of inherited it. And it's just overall a good gun. I would never sell this or trade this gun to anybody for any reason. I would never pawn it. It's too sentimental. Sentimental value does not add to monetary value, so you won't get no extra money for sentimental value, unfortunately. But this is one gun I will not sell or trade. It will always be mine, and one day I will pass on to my next generation. Oh, this is Super Beretta 01, my Marlin 357 lever action rifle. Sorry, 357 Magnum micro groove rifle. Signing off.